Hello everyone and welcome back. The wait is finally over and we're here for more Ultimate Racing 2D2 racing here in Journeyman League in the lovely little track of Lake Shore made by Mr. Guzzyman, known to be maybe the successor of Eleanor when it comes to tracks. Not just glazing them because he's in the VC and he taught me how to make tracks. We have got here a 3-minute qualifying session with tyre wear and a possible chance of rain, with Alex deciding to do his session on hards. Let me get the timing up now. I've just passed it. There we go. We've got 18 drivers on the grid, a full grid in Journeyman League. You'll love to see it. AL proved to be maybe one of the most disaster clash races I have seen since I've started commentating in Apprentice League and Journeyman League. Basically everyone died at different stages of the race. Election ended up pulling off a 6-second gap just because he didn't get killed. That's what happened. The pole time has already been beaten. Pole time was a .5 by Election. Mika has gotten a .1. Hopefully we see a sub 41, and I'd imagine if we do see a sub 41, that'll beat the pole time here in Lakeshore round 1 of season 20B we are on now, which is kind of insane across the grid. We've got a couple debuts. We've got Alex on debut, had a decent race in AL. We've got Mystery, I believe he's raced before, and we've got SDL Jack, which I realise is not a Rocket League term. Thank you, Nikhil. I thought that was SSL. Oh, we've actually got two, and then SDL Jack and SDL Alex, so I guess they know each other maybe in real life or from something else. I'm not too sure. Anyways, we have got Ricky with a .8. He's already on a sub. Well done, Ricky's 3/10 ahead of everyone. Oh yeah, I've completely forgot. I'm not alone for today's qualifying session. I am joined by Ioa.
Oh, hi.
Hello. I completely forgot that I wasn't commentating alone. How are we?
Hey, flow state gets to you sometimes, eh? But no, I'm good, thanks. And yourself?
I am wonderful. Ricky is on for pole position, maybe looking to go AL last season win, JL this season win, CL next season win, and then UL might be a little bit out of reach, but you never know with Ricky being in the leagues 2 years and now decided he was going to become good. As we see his teammate there as well down in P16. I believe Eurus has not had the best of weeks. 30 minutes sleep in the last 30 days doesn't exactly prove you too good. Ricky boy as well. Maybe we'll get another flying lap down. Do you reckon that will be the pole time for today?
Yeah, I think pole might be secured, but I think there's still quick drivers everywhere you look on this grid. I think anything could happen over the next lap or so as they're about to start their last laps as well. On board with, I see Captain Toast hasn't made a pit stop. Some drivers have opted to go all the way, Albona.
Indeed. Cole is coming into the pits just a little bit too late there on a 41.2. Actually, maybe he will get another lap down then, so I'm interested to see what his lap time will be. Has looked mighty fast over the week, and you know what, for the first time I think in my career, today I had one of the best battles I have ever had in this game with the man on your screen, Mr. Kola from Finland, as Kozil sets a 41.08, tying Mika to Mika there for P2. But will anyone beat it? We'll watch Kola here, looking lovely through Sector 1 so far. Got the S's spot on there. Ricky finishes, none of them are improving. Ricky on a .8. Kola, beautiful line through the first of the many hairpins of this track, gets that line almost down perfectly. This could be another sub here, gets that hairpin down perfectly, takes the runoff very well, angles it nicely. Can he get the turn into the final section here? Well, he does. He takes it tight, he doesn't hit the grass on exit through the final chicane. It's looked mighty solid for Kola across the line. It's not actually going to be an improvement, never mind, I just hyped him up for no reason. But it's still a P4, well done. So it's going to be Ricky then on pole here to start season 20B. For some reason that strain of words just doesn't sound right. I've got the screenshot here so we can see the full grid rundown on my phone. Let me actually just get it up for so the video doesn't look like I'm just going schizo. I've done that before. Here we go. Fastest lap. We've got Ricky Boy on pole position, the only sub, and leaps and bounds above the rest there. Then we've got Mika Tamika in P2. Well done to him. Who will get the jump? I don't actually know. Either Mika or Kozio will get that in the end. See this Mazur bias, honestly, could not be me. Then we've got Cola, and I've actually just seen something that might just completely prove me wrong on your screen currently, but we'll get to that in a second. Oh my god. We've got Cola in people. Am I on fastest lap? I am. Oh, so it looks like Kozio actually might get it. Cola got P4. Toaster in P5, mighty solid for him. He won't be happy with that lap time though. He's been mighty fast this week. I've said mighty a lot in the last sentence. Election P6 after winning AL. Confidence boost for him. Juan, not Juan V, just Juan, another Spanish Juan in the server, in P7, Axis P8, Azit P9, Mystic in P10. The game is so back, yo. The game is so back. He found out he was racing for the team yesterday and has pulled up with a 42.1. I believe that's his PB as well. Well done to him. Shara in P11 after pulling off maybe one of the most terrorism-filled ALs I've ever seen. I'd imagine he will probably end up... I think he finished on track P2. Will most likely get like last by the time penalties come in. Crunk in P12 for BRR. They finally have two drivers on track, and not just that, two main drivers on track for just about the first time in their team's history. Then we've got SDL Alex Cesar, who is returning, retired from the leagues in Season 8. JL, he's back for CPR this season. Mystery on his debut in P15. Urist P16. Gailprad P17. And SDL Jack in P18. Well then, ladies and gentlemen, it's a dry start here in Norway. Lakeshore, how up north is it? Not a clue. We don't see snow, but no more delay. We are on our way. That's maybe one of my weirdest commentary intros. I don't really know what I was saying, but we're going. Ricky Boy on pole, Mika to Mika in P2, and oh my god, Toaster completely blasted off the track there. Let me get the proper thing up once again. There we go. Kozil is up into P3 at the side of the race here. Election up into P4, Toaster down into P6. Then further back we've got Mystic, Jara, Mr. Crunk, and Juan. There's about 1,000 ping in this pack, it would seem. So this will be very interesting to see. Oh my god, Jara's dead, Mystic's dead. Cool. Back up at the top, we have got Election, Cola, Kozil already gifted a gap to Mika and Ricky, who makes a mistake. Mika gets brake checked. He's happy to slay in the slip for now. Kozil just behind. Where's Toaster? Toaster down in P6 there. Maybe... I think definitely got pushed off at the start there. It looks like Mika to Mika is ahead on his screen. On Ricky's, not a clue. Mika to Mika leads the race here in Norway on the medium tyres. Only one driver out there opting for the soft tyres, and it is Gailprad. That is most certainly a mistake on strategy. That is not the strategy that I gave him. Kozio in P4, gifting a bit of a gap to the top three. Cola makes a mistake. They're joining that group. Brake checking Ricky Boy, but gets the lead of the race. That was actually... a very clean move there done by Cola. What a move, getting past both cars there. Kozil is back in the pack though, bringing his teammate Toaster in that very, very lovely Williams livery for this season. I think just ripping off ESM's Skibbity livery from that special not long ago. Maybe in Belgium. Election, quite happy just to slipstream. Never mind, he's going for the move into turn 1 on Toaster. Cola, Mika and Ricky going 3 wide. Mika and Ricky are in the sand. Cola and Toaster have a gap. Oh no. Oh, why go 3 wide anywhere on this track? It looks like Mika's maybe a little bit frustrated there, not wanting to let Election through. Quite right to be frustrated, not so right to block off Election. Maybe that was a mistake with his ping. Gotta remember, he is on about 120 ping down in Philadelphia. Born and raised where the playground. No, shut up. Ricky Boy in P4 now. No one watched Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Never mind. Cool. Toaster in P3 then. Oh, good. Not. Right. Everyone thinking that I'm going like schizo or something in the chat. Cola and Kozio. P1, P2. Insane stuff here. 1 second gap already by lap 4. However, Mika, Ricky and Toaster are on the hunt for Kozio, and they seem to be catching. Cola, on the other hand, is gone, seeking a championship as well. He's definitely been maybe overlooked in the talks about the championship. Ricky and Mika, why are they fighting each other? You're on the same tire, same pace. And Mika to Mika is dead. Rest in peace. He is buried and gone. Juan also in P6. That's actually a great start to the race from him on return. Not Juan V, just Juan. That's not my dog's dog gamer. Yoa. It's lap 4 and I'm finally letting you speak. Sorry about that. What a start to the race there.
Yeah, like this fight for P3 is getting a bit intense. It's totally almost sends an absolute rocket launcher. We can see there's Vidpex. Wait, what's happened to Axis? I wonder. But yeah, it's been a very interesting start. Ricky and Mika were at the front at first, but afterwards the collision that they had, I think Kohler capitalized, and then he took the lead, and now he's gone. Whereas Juan, that was a brilliant, that was a brilliant cut to Juan. He goes and makes a mistake, but these two have now caught, or they've closed in on Toaster Kozil with a little bit of a mistake. But Albano so far looks very interesting. But what do you think the strategy is?
Well, across the grid, I can tell you Gilbrad's not meant to be in the softs. That is a mistake. I am looking at that not so fondly, but the strategy is split on two. It is either a medium 9 hard 10 or it's a hard 9 hard 10. Or I guess you could maybe do, and then obviously just the switch of that. But I think starting on hards, as you can see by the timings, it is a medium top 5, and everyone else is on the hards. So it's clearly best to start on the faster tire, especially in a track like this, and with a car sort of era like this, or era. Kozil and maybe Kozil looking to maybe bridge a gap between Toaster and Ricky. However, yeah. Sparta is looking very good out there with under the wing of the Finn. I thought that actually rhymed in my head. It didn't. But Cola's doing an almighty job. He's looked fucking fast this week. Excuse my French, but Cola has looked insane out there. Joining all the mocks, he is doing absolutely a wonderful job out there. What a move to get past both Ricky and Mika as well. The two fighting cars just picked his opportunity, got through like Hamilton. Mika to Mika biding his time now, realises maybe fighting isn't the best option here. He's gapping Ricky, so why would he fight Toaster? Definitely Kozil looking to bridge the gap between Toaster and the rest of the pack, as Kozil and Mika seem to be in a bit of a lag rocket. My goodness, everyone's surviving for now. Famous last words. Oh my goodness me. Yeah, Mika, remember, is far ahead on his screen. He's probably I'd say maybe 2.5 car lengths from the spectator view from Kozil, about 3.5. Mika to Mika on worse Wi-Fi than he was last season with his move to Philadelphia, as Kozil gets brake checked by the trailer of Mika, which is allowing Ricky to have a little sniff back into the fight. It's not been a great race from Ricky, head in the sand there towards the start of the race. I almost realised Sparta's other driver, Mason, is not here today. I'm not too sure what's going on with that, but yeah, Mika to Mika has gotten past Kozil. Kozil looks for a kamikaze dive, but backs out of that just about. Toaster has a 1.5 second gap in P2, but Mika is catching, as is Toaster to Cola though up at the front, and we have got clouds. So the medium runners could actually be cooked here, because Cola's staying out. Cola's staying out. Toaster pits, Mika pits, Kozil pits. This, if it rains now, Cola, I mean, fair play to you. If it doesn't, and he can keep it on the track with the tyre workers, I mean, let me tell you, medium 9 is hard enough, medium 7 is hard enough, let alone medium 10. That gap is going to be coming down very, very fast. However, I believe Cola has still got a pit window if it is as it is. Toaster maybe not the best pit entrance in the world. Oh yeah, it is. It's a Sparta 1-2, so if it rained now, I think Aussie might just like unmute and start singing some Polish songs or something, but it doesn't look like it's going to rain. Second towards the sunny side of that binder there. But I'd imagine Juan will maybe look to stay out for another lap. Yeah, he is. He's staying out on those hards, hoping for rain, and if not, he's probably going to come out about the same place as he did before. As we're seeing him about to lap, I believe that is Mystery Toaster out ahead of Cola, as it was before, but Cola... Oh, it wasn't before. Cola led. So if it rains now, it would equalise everyone, and Juan V would lead. So maybe a little bit of team games.
So
Juan V.
Just one.
Sorry?
Just one.
Oh my god! Yeah. Jesus, as Cola Toaster. What an exit from Toaster there. Cola actually lets him past on the hard tyres. Interesting choice for him. Maybe hoping Juan V will do his magic and drag him into the pit lane. Not Juan V. Juan. Jesus Christ, Ben. Oh my god. Yeah, but anywho, Mika is up in the podium after an undercut. Kozil just about there as well in the fight, but Toaster and Cola lead the way here. Cola down the inside, Toaster. The lag of mystery on the spectator screen is not helping anyone here. I have not a clue what's going on. Cola down the inside, gets it, bends it a little bit. Sends it down the inside of the hairpin. Why can't I speak? Galeprad's back on softs. For God's sake. Oh my God. I just keep spotting it down to the bottom left. But yeah, Toaster leads from Cola. Here on lap 12, no threat of rain as it stands. Soft. Yeah, you can shut your mouth, yeah. But yeah, Mika P3. That must have your Mazur juices flowing.
Absolutely, man. This has been a...
Oh, and he's caught up. He's caught up.
No,
He's
no,
caught up.
No.
Mika's in P2.
And Mika on the outside, and he takes second. And I was like,
God.
I think if these guys can stick to Cola, there's Toasters.
No. Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think that might be game over. But yeah, it's always so fascinating, Albano, like watching racing across the different leagues. And I think with JL, it's honestly one of my favorite to watch because it's like, I think the first corner is going to show exactly why it's one of my favorites to watch. Toast, is he going to go for around the outside?
Switch back. Oh no.
Switch back, Rooney.
Oh, Mika's back. Mika's back. Oh, watch the lag rockets. We're alive and kicking for now. Famous last words once again. Mika on his screen is ahead. That is a lag rocket.
Oh no.
Cola, you silly knob. But Mika still in the fight on his screen, still in the slip on his screen. You got to remember that. Toaster once ahead of Mika, but Mika says no, and they're just, every time they fight, every time Toaster gets up the anus of Mika, it's letting Cola break away more and more, and it's already about a second. Yeah. Maybe not the smartest gameplays out there, but Cola has been prone to mistake in this race. Kozil is right there and sniffing as well. If there's a lag rocket, Kozil was here, learning the track throughout the race. Seems to have gotten the line pretty much down now. Toaster seems out of the fight. Mika maintaining about a 7/10 gap to Cola as it goes up to 8 now, maybe 9 throughout the rest of the corners frequencies. I think Toaster and Mika have kind of shot themselves in the foot here. Sorry, shot themselves in the wheel. Great banter. Here all week. Oh no. Yeah, Toaster a little bit too eager to get past Mika, a bit of a lag rocket, and it seems like they're out of it. And Cola seems to have become victorious as Galeprat pits on lap 15. Kozil is catching Toaster as well though, so it's still a great haul of points for the Williams team, and I believe it would have them at the top of the constructors. We'll see Juan in P7, Jara P8. Has it Crunk in the top 10? Of course he is. Alex on debut P11. Well done. Urist up into P12. Great comeback. Axe is not sure what happened to him. Cesar, Mystic, SCL, Jack, Galeprat, and Mystery. Cola, almighty gap out there. Second and a bit to Mika, second and a bit to Toaster, who's been getting caught by his teammate Kozil, little by little. Ricky, after getting hit into the sand at the start of the race, it's never sort of looked anything for Ricky, which I'm sure he won't be very happy with. He was wanting to go for the championship this season. Do you think it's still on, Yoa? Do you think reckon he can get his head back throughout the rest of the season? What do you think is going to happen after an AL victory last season?
Throw it back to last season. Beginning of last season, Ricky Boy came third in Portimao in AL, and in JL he came second. That was a fantastic race. But in AL he recovered and he still won the championship, so he got stronger through the season. And speaking of stronger, I think because the two Williamses are starting to close in a little bit, but I think now the Taiwo is going to start having its own impact as... okay, interesting stuff there.
Oh, so Mr. Frank's nowhere near him.
Yeah, I wonder what that could have been about. That was interesting. But yeah, I think Cola's got this one in the bag. Ever since he pulled that gap out, he's pulled away, and now we've got a fight for second going on Albano.
Indeed we do. And Ricky, you can never count him out, can you? Especially if we maybe see a lack of attendance as we're about to start the last lap. Mika is clawing back the gap to Cola as much as Toaster is clawing back the gap to Mika. So we could just about, after seeing a 1.5 gap between the top three. As Mika makes a mistake, so Cola, elation for him because he was making a couple mistakes there. As Ricky's not overtaking Kozil, Dog Gamer, but Toaster is in the fight. Mika might just get it on ping. Remember though, Ping finish is definitely still an option, but Kola has absolutely dominated this race. Maybe a little bit dirty, but not any more than anyone else in this race. As Toaster fights himself down the inside, throws Mika into the grass and gets P2. Kola around the final corner sequence through the first chicane. He's started the season as good as you possibly can for driver and team. Kola and Sparta win here in Lakeshore. A Toaster just about gets P2. Mika on the podium in P3. Kozil making it a 2-4 for the Williams team. Top of the constructors. Ricky P5. Eloxian, great result in P6. My God, P7. Jara through the final chicane. And look at that gap between P7 and P6. That just shows the different levels in JL. Azit, Alex. Great result for Arcon, actually. Double top 10. Mr. Crunk just missing it. Eurus, Axis, missed it coming home for P14. Definitely what could have been for the American driver. Maybe a little bit more practice and he could have made that P10 stick just about. Then it's going to be the return of Cesart in P15. Gale Prads. Not a clue what his strategy choice was. Someone at the Zipex strategy team is getting fired after today. Comes home in P16. Jack on debut P17 and Mystery on debut P18. Just quite a bit further down. Blamed Crunk when he was a lap down. Not too sure. Maybe just saw his ghost do something and crapped himself. But yeah. What a race.
Fantastic. I think, this race had everything from 3 wide at some points to side by side in very unusual places, but somehow, sometimes it's still, the driver's still stuck onto the track, but otherwise, no, that was a crazy race, Albon. I think AL delivered entertainment once again, even though it may not have been the same for the drivers. And overall, as you were saying, there was like that gap between I'd say the more established drivers and some of the newer drivers or some of the more AL type of drivers. So I think, this was a very interesting race to watch overall.
Indeed. I'm just watching Mystery. Seems convinced that Mr. Crank... Oh, it's the start of the race. Why did he bring it up on lap 16 then? Oh, I don't know. Anywho, It was indeed a very good start to the season and a very fun start to the season to see on standing wise for team and driver. It seems like all teams seem to have a very competent lineup, but definitely at the top at least, CPR and Sparta having a very sort of prominent 1 and 2 driver lineup, and then Williams seeming to have a very, very much McLaren 2 number 1s finish very close to each other, whereas CPR and Sparta, they finished quite a few positions down off of each other, still all in the top 8 to be fair. So that's no slack off to Juan, and I think Cesar was maybe P13 or something on return. But yeah, definitely very fun start to the season. A lot more to come, we can hope. And I'm sure JL chat is going to be popping after this one, with half the grid being high pingers this season, which is always very funny to see in a league where no one understands ping. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there. For Lakeshore, we will be back in Silesia Ring over in Poland for race 2. Moving on to Val de Verne in France, then we go to Bahrain and then end the season in Kota over in the United States of America, baby. I'm sure Mr. Crunk will love it as a proud Canadian. We will see you then. Yoa, thank you very much for your commentary. We might see you back in the commentary box at some point as well. And then I'm as cool as a cucumber, bro. That's the point to leave it. Mr. Craig is indeed as cool as a cucumber. We will see you all next week. Adios.